So the reason because we are here is to present the book that it was published to the 4 different institutions, most of them from Spain. The book is focused on a project that I did last year. It's called Kei Seki. Instead to talk also, because the project wants to talk also about like, which is the role of the image in contemporary art now. I mean, to me, the process, the art, the piece itself, was the action to make this site-specific installation on the place itself. But that happens in a moment, and it's not going to happen anymore. So, and the thing that I'm showing is this image that you can see there. So, and this image became the artwork at the end. So I decided to do this other intervention with the plants and I'm not considering these images like pieces of art at all. I mean, to me they are documentation. Take back these plants, I break them, this is like what I would like to say, like the third chapter of the project. I break the plant and I made an installation with them, using them like an element. To me, the project was 3 parts in it. That was the main reason, because I was thinking in inviting 3 writers to write about the project. But at the beginning, so this is what I want to say about, like, just to introduce a little bit the project. I think now we're gonna have a performance right there.
Red herring. But it's not yet a highway, right? It was going to be, but not now. Now it could just as easily be anything as a highway at some point in that great parking lot that is the future. So it's not so much turning it into a mythic ruin as capturing a ruined mythos. Distant life that would otherwise be set free. What happens when the nightlife falls and no one is around?
Perhaps it's more the fate of the image than anything else. Even the agave plants, these are a kind of image too.
I can't decide if they are an image of endurance or simply images designed to endure.
And the kitsch is something that always puts you on the exterior somehow. Much like, Debord defines the spectacle in a similar way, where the spectacle is that which is, right, it's alienation perspective, it's that which is always not you. It's always kind of like pushing you to the outside.
I would also say, really, as a sort of personal confession, as a theater person, one is constantly running up against the legacy of film and television, right? Both sort of in terms of one's work always being held up against film and television, but also politically, economically, that like if one is to live in the theater, one also has to maintain a relationship to film and television. And so articulating this sort of relationship is always an issue for us.
Perception, saying our perception of kitsch is also, it's hard to say perception of kitsch, it has to be like a judgment of kitsch. It's always an exercise of judgment, right? And so that in and of itself has this kind of, when you're looking at these things, right? There's something wonderfully excessive about these images. Can I go back to
Which one?
like one of the
Images?
Yeah, like there's something so like these. There's something so incredibly excessive about what's being put on display here, right? To the extent that even the effects that are being presented in the space and then the way that the images have been shot in order to augment those effects with the lighting of the sky and the landscape and the capturing of the pictures and the smoke and all this kind of stuff. It's that, that excessiveness is what begins to shake the image loose of its total autonomy.
Right, and I guess that's what we're going to be here anyway, so you might as well get used to it, right? There's a sort of negation of our subjectivity, of our agency at work in the experience and the encounter with kitsch. In terms of this, though, I think there's a sort of subtractive thing going on here, right? Which is what I think you're saying, that what the excess shows up to us precisely because what is being lit up is so impoverished, right? And so the excess sort of shows around the edges.
And I was really struggling when you sent me first the script It was really, well, no, even not the script.
No, the text. we didn't
Actually,
send you
the text,
first, right? We sent you the text first.
they sent me the text, and in the text, in the last paragraph, there was these paragraphs talking about experience,
Right, the
And
cultural
the-
experience.
the cultural experience, and it's the last paragraph of the performance.
I think that was mine.
You know,
Well,
I think,
they-
I
you
think,
go
I think
for
we
it.
both, we were both reflecting on kind of like the alienated, our alienation from the project, or distance from it,
Yeah.
our, you know, like sort of speculating on this project and writing about it before it was even actualized, kind of seeing Juanli's blueprints, hearing his kind of approach, and doing a lot of studio visits and a lot of thinking independently of this, and then sort of producing a text, right, that was somehow going to, in a way, authorize the work, authenticate it, validate it, you know, reinforce it. And just that kind of condition, which is like something you do when you write about art, I think a lot, you know, because of the way this thing works and like the exploded sort of local content.